Folks, a black chef in Dallas, scary scene. Here he is sitting in the airport, minding his own business. Next thing you know, he looks up and he's surrounded by cops. A woman at the airport accused him of saying that he had drugs. And then this happened.
Did somebody take this? I didn't do nothing. My name is Michael Singleton. You have warrant. My name is, I got a traffic warrant. My name is Michael Singleton. I want you to please take this. They arrested me for wrong reasons.
No, why would y'all do that? He was standing still.
Oh my God, my name is Michael Singleton. My birthday's 12/21/71. I have back in Singleton. I have no warrant. I have a traffic warrant for $500.
That's fine. You're trying to investigate.
No, you said do I have cocaine? I'm not a drug dealer. Man, I'm a shoot dog, man. You fucking trying to kill me. Hey, man, I didn't try to fight you. Why you tased me? I wasn't pulling away. They got me on tape. No, I fucking just right here. You fucking dickhead, bro. They asked me to put my hands behind my back, but I couldn't even fucking move after you fucking electrocuted me. Sit down. You keep telling me to do shit like I can't, you dumb fuck. Come on. Man, fuck you. I just got tased for nothing. Hey, man, somebody please have this on tape. Michael Singleton, back to Michael Singleton.
Folks, we're joined right now by that man, Chef Michael Singleton, also Robert Slater, the founder of the Culture Commission Coalition. Glad to have both of you here. But first of all, Chef Singleton, again, set us up. You're in the airport. You're traveling somewhere. Tell us exactly what happened.
Well, I was going back home because I travel twice a month back to Oakland. When I say home, I live in Frisco, Texas. I go bring my mother her food because I cook for her because she needs no sugar, no salt. So that's why I was going this weekend because I didn't have an event. And I was just approached by as soon as I was in the tunnel going to the plane, I was approached by the plainclothes officers that identified themselves as narcotics detectives. And they asked to speak to me. I said for what? They said, well, can we talk over here? And then they proceeded to walk me over to the middle aisle. the middle of where pre-board was, where everybody was. And then that's when they proceeded to ask me the question. About, everybody seen it, about do I, basically assuming that I have drugs on me. Well, saying we're under assumption that you're possessing of narcotics and cocaine.
Okay, so how did they arrive? So, Michael, how did they arrive at that assumption?
I don't know. That's what we're going to find out. Somebody said something that I had something on me. I think some white substance or something like that, and then it was a lady on video. She recanted it and said I never said cocaine or something. So basically, somebody told them something that I had drugs on me or something, and they went into action.
Robert, what I'm trying to understand is again, cops walk up. They don't see anything. Like, what's the probable cause that they have to search Michael?
Mr. Martin, that's what we're trying to find out right now. I have sent a demand letter to the New People Police of Dallas. No response. We have sent a letter and a complaint to the city. No response. The clock is ticking. There's a lot of answers. There's a lot of questions that are unanswered. Right now, there's nothing to justify why we have narcotic detectives inside the security checkpoint misidentifying an individual when they should be properly identifying real threats to protect our friendly skies. So DPD needs to start answering some of these questions, and that's what we demand.
Now, DFW, this took place at DFW Airport, correct?
Love Field.
Love Field.
Love Field, gotcha. Okay, so that's why I asked, because if it was at DFW, Fort Worth and Dallas have oversight over that airport. So, so Michael, when they approach you, how did it escalate to the point where you get tased?
Well, you know, like everybody's seen the tape. I just basically said that he asked me, can I search you? I said no, and just basically just arrested, just went into action without even. I didn't even know why I was being arrested. When I said I have nothing else to talk about, and I didn't know why, and then that's when they went into action.
This is, obviously, absolutely a strange case here. Have you hired legal counsel?
So, Roland, that's what the Culture Commission Coalition is. We're an advocacy agency that encompasses in-house legal as well as medical, trauma support, PR, so on and so forth. So we're a one-stop shop. We have an expert legal team that is investigating and looking into the matter and to advise what steps are next. But going past any civil matters, our number one goal is to see what is the systemic breakdown so this can stop happening. Enough is enough. And Dallas should be tired of these shoot first, ask questions later situations. But our ultimate goal is to be solution driven. And it's great that Mr. Singleton, that is his goal as well. So we will not stop until we look at their training practices and their policies, and that they have a public accountability on his behalf, because Mr. Singleton has not gotten an apology. He has not gotten a reason. And I'll further say that we found out just as recently as 2 hours ago, as they are ignoring our demand for the police report, they turned around and leaked the police report to some media to show one-sided bias. If they keep playing them games, then we will reciprocate in the same matter legally, and also demonstrate and we'll call for everybody jobs that sit in an official capacity for Dallas.
All right, then. Well, certainly keep us abreast of developments with this case, because it absolutely is quite strange. Chef Michael, we certainly appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And also, thank you so very much, Robert.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, certainly appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. I'm going to bring in my panel right now. Joining us, Dr. Omi Kongo, being a senior professorial lecturer, School of International Service, American University, author of Lies About Black People, How to Combat Racist Stereotypes and Why It Matters. Joining us from D.C., Kelly Bethea, communication strategist from D.C., Derek Jackson, Georgia State Representative out of Atlanta. Omi Kongo, I'm going to start with you. I mean, listen, if I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm boarding a flight. Why in the hell are you coming up on me and asking me these questions? And if you're the cops, you need to have probable cause to accuse somebody of having drugs.
Yeah, and, you know, it traumatized not only him, but everybody in that airport. I also was flying in on Southwest Airlines over the weekend, and there's nothing that could have prevented that from or any one of us in these spaces. How does just somebody talking about someone having drugs lead to that? I remember my mother was in a train station once, her PhD from Harvard, and all of that didn't matter. The woman said that she tried to sell her drugs. Cops just went on her assessment and just arrested her. And my father had to go get her out of jail over some nonsense. And at what point do the people who make these accusations have to be held accountable? Because whoever said it, this person's on video, right? And the people who are watching this, if I'm watching that from a distance, I don't know if this brother got shot. I don't know what's going on. And so the fact of the matter is that they can do this. And on top of that, as the brother was saying, just play games with the investigation, not give out any of the police report, probably leaking stuff to Fox and News Nation and the like. I hope this brother gets paid for everything that he feels like he needs to get and more. But what if something happened to him? What if he had a heart condition? Who's taking care of his mother? He's flying home to take care of her. And people don't even look at the larger community implications of something like this. ridiculous. I'm very thankful that he's okay. But, and also I'm just thinking about all these other people there, just kind of bystanders, just kind of watching, oh, well, I got to go get on my flight. You know, I wish there's a little bit more outrage from the people in the line and the like, but people get too comfortable when these things are happening. And then he's telling them to calm down. Who the hell is going to calm down after just being electrocuted? This is ridiculous. And I have once asked, not surprised, haven't seen this covered anywhere else today, Roland.
Look, here's the thing for me, Kelly. If I am this chef and I'm boarding a flight, I fly all the time. I've got 2 million plus miles, almost 3 million miles. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm getting on a flight, minding my own business, typically I got my earbuds in, all of a sudden the cops stop me and accuse me of carrying drugs, I'm gonna be pretty damn pissed off.
And as well you should, because you were minding your business. Like you said, you set the scene. You got your headphones in, you trying to get on your flight, minding your business, and out of nowhere you have cops showing up accusing you of something that, one, you haven't been doing, you're not even aware of it, but also you have no idea where this came from whatsoever. And it's just unfortunate that the only time you see something like this is when it happens to people of color. Like, I would be absolutely shocked if I saw that kind of behavior towards a person of a lighter hue. It simply just does not happen. Certainly not at the rate that it does for people who look like me and you. To echo Dr. McCongo's sentiments, I am very glad that this man is frankly alive, because like he said, we don't know the health conditions of this man. We don't know what he was going through. I certainly would be racking up some therapy bills at this point, because lawsuits should be pending. Because this kind of behavior towards people who are supposed to be protecting and serving, when you were doing neither of those things, this is absolutely ridiculous. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. It goes without saying that. But the safety of everybody in that airport, frankly, was in jeopardy because of weaponized incompetence, as far as I'm concerned.
I'll tell you right, Derek, I can't wait to see the officers' body cam footage.
You're exactly right, Roland. But not only the two officers, but the two bystanders, they were citizens. You can see that they were citizens. So why is it that the two officers are allowing for two citizens to also place their hand on another citizen? Again, I certainly agree that this is a travesty. And just doing this a little bit of research, Roland, over 1,081 citizens have died from being tased. 1,081 citizens have died from being tased. So this is another demonstration that law enforcement have a lack of substantial reasons to use excessive force. And this is another reason why the community trust in law enforcement continues to be eroded. This is another reason why we have to address these kind of implications, because when you think about the lack of accountability and the lack of training and the lack of the protocols that are in place. He was already at the boarding gate, Roland. So that means he already went through TSA and several checkpoints where there's dogs, where there's x-rays, where they've already examined. And so if a citizen is at that point of boarding a flight, they've already went through several checkpoints. And so this Michael Singleton could have been any one of us, and he needs to be awarded. But more importantly, these two police officers and these two citizens should be dealt with and held accountable.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.